at the Delboro, Lagos venue of a fundraising event for wounded soldiers and veterans. This event right now is playing host to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and his beautiful wife, Meghan. Now, both of them, of course, are in Nigeria for a 3-day private visit on the invitation of the Chief of Defense Staff. And any moment from now, both of them will be walking out those doors and they'll be heading there to see the wounded veterans. And just any moment from now, you see Prince Harry there in the cream jacket and his beautiful wife, Meghan, stepping out essentially, and they'll be heading over there to see the wounded soldiers. This is, of course, to raise awareness and raise funds for Invictus Games. All right, there you see Prince Harry and his beautiful wife, Meghan, walking away now. I understand they have quite a busy day ahead, headed to see the governor of Lagos, Governor Sanwo-Olu. It's going to be a big day for them, even though it's the final day of their 3-day private visit to Nigeria. And just to tell you that this visit is to raise funds, to raise awareness for Nigeria's wounded soldiers, particularly in the northern region, fighting banditry, fighting terrorism, and the rest. Their 3-day visit has been quite eventful, landed in Nigeria on Friday, essentially on the invitation of the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa. And their goal, as I said earlier on, is to promote mental health for wounded soldiers and young girls. Today's event, of course, is focusing on his Invictus Games. Prince Harry and Meghan earlier today arrived in Lagos, Nigeria's commercial capital, and there you see their vehicle moving. Let's just give you some more situation report on what's going on right now. So we're live at the Delboro, Lagos, which is playing host to Prince Harry and his beautiful wife, Meghan. By the way, 43% Nigerian, so you understand why we're rolling out the red carpet to welcome our own daughter. It's the final day of their 3-day private visit on the invitation of a Chief of Defense Staff. And the goal is quite simple: to raise awareness, raise funds and funding for the mental, psychological health of Nigeria's wounded soldiers. They've been fighting insurgency terrorism in the northern part of the country for years now, over a decade. So it's important to raise the awareness, raise funds for their psychological and social welfare. Prince Harry and his wife have left now. They're on their way to see the governor of Lagos, who's essentially hosting them at large in this beautiful commercial city of Lagos, Nigeria. Bukola is here with me, by the way, and we are covering this event. It's a major one. It's final day of their visit, yes, but it's a big one nonetheless.
A carnival kind of visit of some sorts for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. 3 days, from their visit to the Light Well Academy, where they were treated to cultural dance. From there, they visited the Chief of Defense Staff. And did you see the visit to the governor of Kaduna State?
Oh, yeah, and the picture that was handed over to the prince.
Of the prince when he was being carried as a baby by his mother. And he was presented with all sorts of gifts. It's especially important for Nigerian armed forces at this point in time. They've been at the center of conversations about the importance of their work, about how overwhelmed the military is. And, you know, we have quite a number of veteran soldiers that have been injured at the battle front. And this visit, you know, which is to enhance talks of the possibility of Nigeria, you know, to perhaps host the Invictus Games, is important for the Nigerian Armed Forces, such that we can draw attention to those issues of mental health, you know, for Nigerian soldiers, you know, for healing and for, you know, a new lease of life, basically, for Nigerian soldiers. So it's a particularly important visit, particularly this event as well, that is to draw, you know, attention to their plight and to raise funds for Nigerian soldiers.
Absolutely.
And also, go ahead, Kade.
Just in case you didn't know about the Invictus Game, I bet you at the end of this visit, you'll have known about the Invictus Games. But let's just give you an insight into what it is. It's an international multi-sport event, and first held in 2014, founded by Prince Harry, of course, himself, and it's for wounded, injured, and sick servicemen and women, both serving and veterans. Nigeria, for the first time, participated in the last event in Dusseldorf, Germany. Nigeria won 1 gold, 1 bronze, weightlifting, I think, table tennis. So obviously, Nigeria, first African country to participate in the Invictus Games. We're setting the tone here, and we're raising awareness, as has been said time and again, for what these men and women have gone through defending our nation, defending you and I. Prince Harry and his wife Meghan will be back here for the fundraising proper, but it just came to essentially say, we're here in Lagos, we're here for this. I will essentially ensure that this job, this mission we've come here for, is done.
Yeah, indeed, and it's, you know, wonderful to hear about the inspiring stories of Nigerian soldiers who have participated at the Invictus Games. One of Dean Onwuchekwa, you know, that we watched just recently, who lost both arms, you know, during the warfare in the Northeast. He was trying to detonate an explosive, but he lost both arms. He got an opportunity to participate at the Invictus Games, and his life has been transformed. He plans to be an inspiration, you know, to other wounded soldiers, such that they can start their own life again, and they will have hope, you know, to live a better life. And that's the essence of the Invictus Games. I wonder, you know, when the Prince sees such gains from the Invictus Games, how it will reflect on the importance of the event. Kadi.
Absolutely. But still with Channels Television, we're live at the Delboro, Lagos. We're also live where the visit is happening to the governor of Lagos. So stay with us. It's a big day. It's the final day of that 3-day private visit. We're right here to give you all of the bit-by-bit details of their visit. So stay with us. Kayode Okikilo here and Bukola
Koka.